It is valuation day. Valuation day. Now, what is valuation day? So, we are close to completing on a project, on another one for our deal packaging service for one of our clients. And I am off to meet the valuer there, who's going to give a pre-valuation on how much they believe the property is worth based on the area yield, based on the rental prices, expected rental prices. Now, what we do to help encourage their decision, and it's worked on 4 out of 5 projects. So 4 projects have been valued higher than what we estimated it to be, and one project was about 4 or 5 grand lower. So not too much, like less than 1% or about 1% less. So it's not far off. But we put together a valuation pack, and it's a PDF. If I have time, I'll put it in the link below so you can have it for free if you want to use this when you have a pre-valuation. And basically this outlines a lot of details about the property. It's basically putting together evidence. So we're acting as lawyers. We want this end valuation. Let's just say for this project we want 500 grand as the end valuation, because it's a huge project in like a gold mine area. And in order for us to get that, we put together this valuation pack, and it includes the main page is just basically a photo of the property and a little bit like end value prediction and purchase price, refurb amount, etc. Then throughout the pack you'll have photos of it before, what it is like now, and what we want it to look like after based on our previous projects. Or if you haven't got any previous projects and it's your first one, then just use your builder's previous projects, the builder that you're going to use, because no doubt they should be HMO specialists. They should have HMO experience and high-end if you're wanting to go down the high-end route. So before and after photos. And then you have the current floor plans as it is and your proposed floor plan. So by now, you'll have had stage 1 and stage 4 floor plans for the build side of things from the architect. And you put them in. So again, that's just what it is now and what we're planning on doing to it. So we're planning on extending it. We're planning on doing reconfiguration, like moving the staircases, adding 5 studios and 1 double ensuite. We're planning on doing a big dormer in the loft. We're planning on doing all these big things. And you then have key information. You have the area, you have a page about the area, so where it is in the area, why this is a good area, so transport links, if it's students and it's close to this university, etc. Basically why we believe it'll be good for this specific kind of tenant that we're looking for. We're looking for working professionals. And you have a key information page, and that's basically a summary of all the information. It's just like bullet points outlining all the information that you've gathered into one simple page. And from what I remember, that is it. Comparables, that's the big one. You have comparables. So you can go in spare room, you can go on open rent, you can go on Rightmove. When you go on Rightmove, click and make sure it's let agreed, because then that shows that it did rent out for that price. Someone could put, it'll be £1,200 per calendar month. Doesn't mean it's going to rent out. It doesn't mean it's actually going to, be worth that. So if you go and let agreed, like we do let agreed, and it'll be like £800 per calendar month, £775 per calendar month. For a double ensuite, it'll be £625 per calendar month, £650 per calendar month. And we just get those and put about 3 or 4 comparables in and make sure that they understand that we know what we're talking about. And it just helps. They do their own research. They go and look for their own comparables. They do not rely on us for the research. It's just, if it moves the needle in the right direction, if it increases the chances by a few percent, then why not? It's worked for us. It doesn't take long to do. It's about a half an hour job, but that half an hour job could sway them to value it by an extra, 10 grand, You never know. So technically you could be earning 10 grand in half an hour. I don't know. But anyway, I'm off to meet the valuer. And then after that, I've got 3 site visits. And the builder isn't there, but his team are at each one. So I might be a bit too nervous to talk. Cards on the table. I get nervous around certain people because I don't know them. And then when I get to know them, I take a piss out of them and take a piss out of me, and it's all fine. So we'll see. We'll see if I can do like a walkthrough. If they're cracking on and working away, you don't want to put a fucking camera in their face. It just gets annoying. I wouldn't like that if someone came to my work and just started putting cameras in my face, So it's either going to be walkthrough and a sexy montage, or just 3 sexy montages in a row. We'll see. But yeah, and then that'll be this week's site visits done. And I know I said in the last site visit I was going to put the report, like a summary of them, in this one. I am going to do it this time, and I'm going to update the previous ones if you want to track along and see how we're getting on. So, because what's the point in me just showing you something when you're not actually learning anything? So I'm going to make sure that I put in the week report, just a little summary, what went right, what went wrong, what happened this week, and the plan for next week. That's what I'm wanting to do for each project on the site visit videos, so you learn something, right? So you don't have to just deal with me. Also, just a quick one before we go to the site visits. I didn't say why I'm meeting the valuer there. I'm meeting the valuer because I want to meet him, get to know him, and show him that I know what I'm talking about. Like, you don't have to meet the valuer there. You can have the valuer just go by themselves. But if you walk around them and say, look, we're going to be doing this with the L-shaped dormer, we're going to be doing this with the extension, the kitchens are going here, the stairs are going like this. Like, if you really walk through and walk them through the floor plans, walk them through your idea, your plans for it, and show them your level of expertise, it kind of gives them confidence as well. And it just helps you build that relationship as well, because you might get them on another project, and it's also just nice to get out. If you work from home, if you're like me, it's just nice to get out, interact with people as well, you know, on a personal level. It's good. It's good all around. You don't have to do it. You don't have to do it. I know people that don't do it, but why would I fix something that's not broken? This seems to work. It seems to work. So I'm meeting him there. That's why I'm meeting him there. And yeah, now we'll see you at the site visits. All right, project dustpan. Let's do a quick walkthrough and show you around. This is the double ensuite. Here, as you can see, the ensuite right there, tucked behind the new U-shaped staircase or spiral staircase, however you want to do it, tucked behind it. And we go through here to the kitchen. Brand new kitchen, looking beautiful. You know, obviously still brand new, fresh out the box, looking clean. And here is all extension. This is all brand new. So the end of the house was here, and this here is all brand new. Okay, and this is the studio. So you've got, hang on, the kitchen going along here, and you have the ensuite here. This was built today. This is all plastered today. The plaster is just left, and this is all brand new. And there's the outside tap right there. So this was never here, never existed. All of that didn't exist. So this is what I'm talking about by doing extensions and adding space so we can create more space for studios, and you know, to get that big end value, the commercial end value. Here's the spiral staircase, brand new, and through here we have another double ensuite. Let's see what we can do here. It's a bit dark, but you know what I mean. It's looking kind of pretty, looking kind of fresh. And to give you an idea of what this house was like, see that house there across the street? It's like a gap filler. You can see like the roof doesn't line up. It's much narrower than the other houses. That's what this one was like. So it's not a 6-bed, it's a 5-bed, but we've done a lot with a tiny 5-bed. And this is another, hang on, let's get you a nice wee panoramic shot. This is another double ensuite. Ensuite here, got a nice wee window. Looking kind of clean, looking kind of fresh. Got like a, I don't know if you can see it, it's like a kind of light green going throughout. And here is a good view of what is new. So this extension here, 3-meter extension is new. That 6-meter extension is new. Big L-shaped dormer up there, we're going up there next. All of that's new, and everything's been repaired and fixed up. All the guttering and drainage, all of that's new. The garden's gonna get cleaned. Don't you worry about that. A wee fire alarm, just in case. And whilst we go up here, hang on. See that ensuite's tucked behind the staircase? This is why we do these. This is why we do these. Maximize every bit of space as much as possible. And to your left, on the top floor, is the plant room. This was just a crappy wee loft. We lowered all the floors throughout the property so we could have all of this space up here. Okay? And this is the final double ensuite. I'll show you the L-shaped dormer. That's the L-shaped dormer now, kind of in it. And that's a better view of what's new as well. So We're going in the L-shaped dormer. Look at that, better view. But, kind of obvious why, but big L. It's a big L-shaped dormer. That's why it's called an L-shaped dormer. And the final ensuite, it's much bigger than the rest, and I'll tell you why. The ensuite was tucked behind the staircase like the others, up to about here. And then from there, all the way to there, so the far side, that was the plant room. And then we realized it was far too big, unnecessarily big, chopped it in half, pushed the ensuite back here, and then created all that extra space there for the tenant. That means they can have a much bigger room for a double ensuite. So this is a big double ensuite room. It's a nice day, so I'll take you outside and show you what's really going on. Look at this. Big extension, that's the studio. Look at that. 6 meters, and that one's 3 meters long. And you got the L-shaped dormer up there, looking pretty, looking tidy. Coming to an end, coming to a close. Beautiful.
I don't care if it's wrong, babe. I don't care if it's wrong. Don't care if it's wrong, baby. Loving you is all I know. I don't care, take me away. It's a bad, it's a bad, it's a bad romance.
Hey, oh, Mocha.
Oh no.
What happens? I'm just gonna get a few photos and videos. You want love? I'm gonna try not to, but the thing is, I can make a lot of money taking photos of your arse.
My OnlyFans account.
My OnlyFans. Extension's starting to take shape. Look at this. Yes, now. L-shaped dormer. Almost complete. Almost complete. We may have to change the windows. New rules came in for windows. We'll have to look into it. That's a bathroom window, but we changed it. So we're changing that window. But yeah, look at this. The neighbour came out. We're allowed to move that fence over so we can get the correct amount of space between there and there. Alright, time for a wee montage, it seems.